Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this very smoky look using the Makeup by Mario palettes. It launched a couple days ago. This has been very exciting because if you know Makeup by Mario, you know he works on the most beautiful faces in the world. His techniques, his tips, his skills are just like top tier. And I never miss a Mario collection. Like any makeup products that he's launched, I've gotten because I just think he's such an amazing makeup artist. I love him. He does such amazing work. And I haven't attended one of his master classes because they're quite a bit of money. But I know he does kind of like have some tricks and like videos on how to use his makeup, especially the products that he's launched. And yeah, I'm so excited that he's launched something. This is his Master Matte palette, and then I got the Master Metallics. And then with that, I didn't do a video on this, but I did pick up some rare beauty items, the foundation, the concealer, and the blush. And the blush, I didn't use this blush in the video, but I do like them. I used the foundation and concealer in the video, so if you want to see how these products perform, then please keep on watching. So we're going to start off by priming our eyelids. I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Okay, after primer, we're going to go ahead and set the eyeshadow base. I'm going to be taking my Lexi Large Fluff 233 and my Fenty Beauty Instant Loose Retouch Setting Powder in Butter and just patting it. And I apologize if you hear my laptop like literally about to take flight. I don't know why it gets so loud when I start to use it as a viewfinder. Of course, I'm going to set my brows a little bit as well. So some exciting new products, well, new face products and eye products that I will be using today. First of all, I'm going to be using the new Makeup by Mario palettes. I got the Master Mattes palette, so gorgeous. Like, if you love mattes and you're a neutral girl, this is extremely up your alley. I've already swatched them. They're very silky and buttery and just like glides onto the skin, but the true test will be using it on my eyes. Oh, and I wanted to show you this beautiful packaging. It's like white, and there's like a little bit of weight to it, and it says by Mario, and his first collection is just eyes because that's what he starts with. And I know that he mentioned that I've been watching his like little mini Instagram story videos, that these colors are colors that are found, or the colors of humans, right, I believe. And then the next one I got is the Master Metallics, which is metallics, and it's the same packaging. It's kind of smaller than I had initially thought. They kind of remind me of like the limited edition Nars palettes, and these are $48. I got the metallic mattes, and I believe for this one, correct me if I'm wrong, is colors that are found in the human body or the earth. I mean, it's like two different things, but something along those lines. I will like put a little annotation of it if I'm incorrect. But same here for the metallics. They're very gorgeous, very shimmery. They like are blinding. It's so beautiful. The pigmentation is just amazing. Alright, so I'm gonna start off with the eyes, of course. Love Makeup by Mario. And this launched at Sephora. It's exclusive to Sephora, and I just think it's a beautiful collection. He put a lot of thought into all of these products that he's launching. Obviously, he is a makeup artist and he does these master classes. I've never attended one, but I want to one day. Artistry tips are just amazing, so I think this is a very good step and very unique to how makeup has been launching. I'm going to start with my Morphe. Oh, these are the only items that I got from the collection, by the way. I didn't get any of the eyeliners or the brushes, or I think he launched another makeup palette as well, but I wanted to try these two first before I purchase any other item. And there are names on the back, like they're just like matte 1. They have from matte 1 to matte 12. I'm just going to point to the shades. So let's start off by warming up the crease. I'm going to take this shade right here, this ochre shade, and then this like neutral brown right here. Let's start with the makeup tutorial, shall we? Okay. I'm going to start in the center and blend back and forth. Oh, and he also launched eye primers as well. It was like 2 eye primers and a loose setting powder, not a loose setting powder, a pressed powder. And it was one concealer, or not concealer, one eye primer that was lighter than your skin tone and one that was a little bit deeper to your skin tone. He launched 3 different shades of that. You can get that as well, but I heard that those have been amazing because he likes to contour the eyes. I think he mentioned that he basically the light one is to brighten up anything and to prime, obviously, and then the deeper shade is to help contour the eyes before you actually go in with any eyeshadow. And so far, these are just blending out so beautifully. Not quite sure what kind of look I want to do, like maybe something smoky, because I want to try to use like a lot of these matte shades. It's really nice because there's a combination of matte, it's a matte palette. There's a combination of very warm and cool tones, so it caters to, you know, any person that, you know, wants to try this palette but doesn't really love warm tones but loves cool tones, and then vice versa. Go in with this shade right here to deepen it up. And I'm going to focus that shade in the outer corners. And I know he's mentioned in other videos of his that like keep blending. When you think you're done blending, blend a little bit more, and he spends a lot of time on the eyes. And he like blends a whole bunch. Then I'm going to go back with my Morphe JH30. I'm just going to go over, not taking any additional product, and blend. I'm going to take this shade right here. It's a little bit deeper brown. It's a more neutral brown. And continue to deepen this up. I'm going to keep blending. And whatever I have left, I'm going to take that into the inner corners. I'm going to go back with the same JH30 and blend. I'm going to take a little bit of the first transitional matte shade that I picked up. Next, I'm going to go in with my Morphe M513. Take this, I don't know. I'm going to take these 2 shades right here, like this light reddish brown and then this like kind of mahogany shade, and focus that on top of the outer corners. Everything is blending out very nicely. Nothing is chalky or anything. It's just, I'm liking where this is going. It's smoky. I'm going to take this Morphe M433 and I'm going to take that same reddish shade right here and just really focus that in the outer corners. I'm going to take this blender shade right here that I had initially used and further blend it out. We're going to take Mario's Master Class Steps. Just kidding, I don't know. I've never been to his master class. But we're going to take some of his tips that he shared on Instagram and really blend this out. I literally love Mario so much. I've gotten like almost all of his collabs that I've ever been able to get. Like I've got both of the KKW and Mario collab and the Anastasia and Mario collab. I didn't get the Sephora collection and Mario brushes, but that's fine. But all of his like makeup eyeshadowy collabs I've purchased because I love him. He's such an amazing artist. He seems very down to earth, like just everything. I think I'm done with my eyeshadow here with the matte palette. I'm going to go in with the Shimmer Palette. Let's see. Should I go in with this like, this is like these 2 right here are like one of my favorite shades, but I don't know if I want to go in with them right now. No, should I go into this dark shade? Gorgeous brownish shade. Okay, I think I'm going to go in with this gorgeous brownish shade. I'm just going to... That's gorgeous. I think I'm going to I'm going to take a brush first to apply this in areas where I couldn't get to. And I know he like launched like a mixer thing, but I didn't pick that up either, so I'm going to take an Urban Decay primer, Urban Decay setting spray and just pat it on. I'm going to take this like shimmery shade right here to like brighten up look. Actually, let me blend this out first. I'm blending this ColourPop shader brush to blend out what I have as of right now. Take my finger, again, this shade right here, I'm gonna tap it on top of that shimmery metallic shade to like brighten up the look a little bit. Can you tell? Yeah. Look like I got punched in the eye. It was actually like very minimal fallout. I know fallout doesn't like, you know, tell you how great a product is, but sometimes, you know, people like to know that stuff. Take a break from the eyes. I'm going to move on to my complexion. I'm going to start off with my beloved Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. It's like rubbing off because I use it so much. Can you even tell? I'm now going to blend it out using my IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Perfection Complexion. Now for the exciting part. I didn't do a video on this because I just didn't have the motivation to at the time, but I did pick up some items from Rare Beauty. I got the foundation, the concealer, concealer, and a liquid blush. I don't know how I'm going to use it today, but I did get picked up some items, and I really did enjoy them. The packaging is very different, very unique from what's already on the market. As you can see, these little knobs and circles. I heard it's because it's easier for those who have arthritis to open up products with their palm if they can't with their fingers. Don't quote me on that. I think that's what I've heard, but I think this collection and what I've tried so far is amazing. I love the foundation, the liquid blush. I'm not sure how I feel about the concealer. I might have to get a different shade, but I do enjoy the items that I got. You have to shake it because it's a very liquidy foundation. It's like a serum foundation, decent amount of coverage, and it just feels very light on the skin. I'm in the shade 190 Warm, and this is like my perfect shade. I'm going to blend this out using a foundation brush. I'm going to take my Smashbox Blurring Foundation. It looks really yellow right now, but I promise it matches. I like to take a little bit of the foundation on the back of my hand, and I like to take my beauty blender and just kind of like tap the product into the beauty blender so that when I'm blending it out with my beauty blender, the finish looks better. And even with just like one layer, it still looks very beautiful, and it covered the redness. Oh, I just like dug my nail into my face. Covered the redness, and it leaves like a very beautiful finish, but it still feels very, very lightweight. I don't think that it could be full coverage if you are looking for that full coverage, so I like to go in with my Nars Concealer and just conceal areas where I need more coverage. So my chin area, my little breakout. I love this, the finish it gives my nose, the finish it leaves after you blend it out, so I like to apply some on my nose, and I'm going to let this set and I'll be right back. We are going to go ahead and cream contour. This is the Vanity Makeup Sculpt and Glow palette. It's the light trio, what it looks like. I'm going to take my Morphe E50 to grab some of this on the brush. It just looks so beautiful. Alright, next we're going to highlight. This is the Rare Beauty Concealer in 170 Warm. It has a very interesting applicator. I don't know if you can tell. It's kind of like a triangle, so it's perfect to get your concealer on. And I don't even have to dip back into the product because the brush gets the right amount. coverage to this concealer is pretty light. Like, even though the shade is kind of light for my under eyes to highlight, it's the concealer is like kind of like coverage to what I'm used to. So I'm going to take a little bit of the Hourglass concealer in Oat. So I want that extra brightness. I'm just going to apply that right there. Now we're going to bake under the eyes. I'm using my Fenty Beauty Powder. I'm just going to make sure that no creasing. First going to set. And then we're going to bake. We're going to add that extra powder. I'm going to let this set and I'll be right back. I'm so sorry about like the constant lighting change. I use also like a mini ring light in front of my face, and I haven't used it that much because I haven't had to put makeup on since like the whole shelter in place. So I think it's like a little wonky and it doesn't know how to do its job now, because the one I had battery I had charged was fully charged in like the last 2 months ago was when I last filmed, and then I had charged another battery of 2 while I was getting ready to film, and it was fully charged, and it both just died like 5 minutes into filming, which is so odd because usually it like does pretty good, but I don't know, forgot how to do its job. Now I'm taking my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. I'm going to set my face first. This is my Morphe JH11, and I know you guys are probably going to be like, why can't you just wait until the battery is done charging? And I just really want to film because I'm in the mood and I want to get the momentum going. To set, dust off my under eyes. I'm going to bronze up my face. I picked up these Cover FX Monochromatic bronzer duos, matte and shimmer, during like Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, so I'm going to use this shade in Sunkissed Bronze. I've never used these before, but I've been dying to use them. I'm going to take my Morphe M527, so hopefully it's like good because I'm really liking my makeup right now. Oh my god, my hair. I'm really liking my makeup right now and I don't want it to be ruined. But I've heard like so many good things. Oh my god, it's so pigmented. It's so pigmented. Couple things off camera because I thought that it'd just be easier. I applied some eyeliner. This is a Charlotte Tilbury, what is this called? Something Chameleon eyeliner in Bronze Garnet. My mascara is the Diorshow mascara. I'm wearing Koko Lashes Goddess lashes, right? Yes. Took my Master Matte palette from Mario, and I took these 2 shades right here and I smoked it on my lower lash line. So now let's move to some blushes. I don't know exactly which one I want to use. Here, this is the Cover FX Monochromatic Blush Duo Matte Shimmer in Warm Honey. We're just going to add some life back into my face using my Real Techniques. I'm going to take the shimmer side this time though. I'm going to go ahead and apply some highlighter. This is Zuma from Persona. Good thing I didn't drop that. A23. Alright, now we're going to set the brows. I'm going to take my Patrick Ta Shaping Wax in the tinted shade. I'm going to set my face using Decay All Night. You guys, I'm going to finish up this look. I'm going to take the Mascara Metallics palette, and I'm taking this JH40 brush, and we're going to highlight the eyes. I'm going to use this yellowy shade right here. Let's see how it looks. Alright, and as you can see, I already have my lip product on, so I'm going to let you know which one. I was just testing it out, but I ended up liking my lip combination. It's a little absurd. I'm wearing 3 different lip liners. These are all from the Patrick Ta Monochromatic Moment Precision Lip Pencil. So I'm wearing She's Bold, Oh She's Single, and She's Strong. So I think I took She's Strong and I lined my lips first, and then I took She's Bold and I kind of like used it to deepen up and contour the bottom lip and my Cupid's bow. And then I took Oh She's Single and I kind of like redid a little bit to blend everything. And then I'm using his lipstick in Oh She's Single. I'm going to apply that again. I actually really liked how this eye look turned out. I apologize again for the on and off weird lighting. I'm very, very impressed with the Makeup by Mario palettes, and I really do want to do more tutorials using the metallic shades especially, because they're so pretty. Like, I want to do a look using this really gorgeous like shimmery metallic teal, this metallic black, and this like gorgeous olivey shade. They're so pretty. And yeah, I'm very excited to see what else he decides to launch and comes out with. I think his, you know, philosophy in makeup is very unique to him and all of the tips that he gives us, and he just works on the most beautiful faces, you know, so I trust him and he does not disappoint. So I love the mattes, and I think it's really nice to have like everything in one palette. It's like compact, it's not too big. He has the matte black, and he said it's supposed to be one of the deepest blacks ever, and I don't really see a lot of matte blacks or blacks in general in a lot of palettes, so I think this is really good if you kind of are starting out. I mean, there is kind of like an educational aspect of it, because he is like an educator. He thinks he was put on this world to educate, so he like does all these master classes. So if you love Makeup by Mario and you want to try something out from this collection, I highly recommend like just the eyeshadow palettes. I really enjoyed them, and I'm sure that you also have other palettes that you have in your collection that can use like with the metallics. But if you don't have any like full matte palettes, I think that this is a really good one to start out with. The shadows are buttery, are silky, they glide on so beautifully, and such a nice range of like neutrals and cool tones, like warm and cool tones. So I really do like this palette, and I can't wait to use this more. Really good everyday palette too if you just want to contour your eyes, kind of put a little something there, and then you just get some lovely metallics, which are great. They come, I mean like there's a lot of different metallic shades here, but I feel like they're all pretty wearable, and you can make them wearable too. Like, you don't have to use this blue all over your lid. You can kind of like make it into an eyeliner, I heard, if you get his little metallic mixer, or the mixer that he created, or throw it in the lower lash line. So there's really many ways to use these palettes, so I'm really excited to try them out even more. Let me know if you want a specific look with these palettes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to follow me on my social media, subscribe, comment, and like, and voting is coming up, so you guys don't forget to vote. Make sure you're registered because your vote counts, and I'll see you guys in my next one.